Hello and welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 5th of March. My name is Philip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Peer.
And what a great day, Gary, to be sitting at number 13 Findon Avenue, right in the heart of Caulfield North, one of my favourite streets of Caulfield North. And a little bit of trivia for the watchers, the viewers. You actually tried to buy a house in this street a few years ago.
I did. I wanted to get into this street very badly, Phil. This is what we call FNC, Philip. FNC, it's called. Far North Caulfield. By far, the most magnificent part of Caulfield North is right here, Phil. Right near Dandenong Road, you've got Armadale across the road, we've got High Street, Glenferrie Road. It's all happening. And yes, I wanted to get into the street, and I think the street's probably better off without me.
Well, suffice to say that you were outbid at the auction because you didn't have enough money, and it's pretty easy to outbid a real estate agent at an auction any time because it's one of the world's most grossly underpaid professions.
Underpaid and misunderstood people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, talking about misunderstood, it's very, very hard to take you seriously with this furry thing above your head. Now, what is going on today?
Yeah, Phil, I haven't had too many furry things above my head looking like that and in my lifetime, but look, it's a different way of doing GPT. We're moving along, Phil. It's become a big production.
Look, I thought we should show what's going on. We've got Simon here on the boom. We've got Sean on camera. There's you and me. We've got the catering truck out the front.
Makeup girls over there.
For those of you,
the warm-up guy.
For those of you that think that we just put this show together on a shoestring, it's become a
big
huge
production
thing.
Let's talk about 13 Findon Avenue, Phil, because you're right, I did want to buy in the street because this actually is, in my view, the best street in Caulfield North. And I had the debate once with the valuer of the City of Monira, and I said, what's the best street in Caulfield North? He said, Findon, Howard, Findon, Howard. He couldn't decide, but there's no question that it is either both or one of those streets.
Brilliant street, Gary. This is the most incredible home, renovated by a builder for him and his family. A huge parcel of land. It's actually on the best side of Findon Avenue, Gary, which is the west side. Now, this is the best side, unless, of course, I'm selling a house on the other side, in which case that is a terrific side of the street as well.
That's not true. This is the better side.
We are on the western side, which means we're getting all of this glorious sun coming in from both the north and the western side.
And we have northern sun on our backs to prove the point, Philip. Talk us through this home.
This is the perfect family home. You've got all of the bedrooms, the most beautiful bathrooms, this stunning kitchen meals family room, formal entertaining areas. But my favourite area, of course, is this infinity pool, Gary. That just seems to go off into the distance, drops down over the beautiful back garden. This is a house that is just the best home for entertaining. Not that we've actually ever been invited to a party here, but you know, you just never know our luck.
Absolutely, we can recommend this one. We're looking forward to seeing you here at 13 Findon, and it is a magnificent property. Just move on in and enjoy it, and they don't come up often in the street either.
That's enough about this house, Gary. We've got a lot to talk about today. Let's talk about the weekend that was. Another huge weekend, not only in Melbourne, but another huge weekend at Gary Peer and Associates.
I'm out of breath.
Well, I should be out of breath because I did a lot of auctions on the weekend.
You're full of wind.
But I'm full of energy, Gary. I'm pumped up because this is the most exciting job in the world. If you think about it, we've just had a weekend with 21 auctions, but the weekend before we had 20 auctions. That means in the last 9 days, we have had 41 auctions.
You're talking very quickly.
I am, because I'm excited. We sold 17 out of 20 the previous weekend. We've just finished selling 15 out of 21 this weekend.
We did sell 15, 71% against an industry clearance of something around that 68%. So a great weekend out there on the market, a great weekend for us. And Phil, we were selling them everywhere over Melbourne. From Malvern to Bentley, we were knocking them down, hammers were falling. There were some really big and very exciting results. I did sell one in Malvern actually on Saturday.
In High Street, I believe.
In High Street, Malvern. The price is undisclosed, but good property. It was very popular, very well sought after.
Yeah, good on you.
Some of the properties that we've reviewed here, one of them was 28 Park Street, Elsternwick, which we can't again disclose the price, but great auction.
Price is undisclosed, but we had a great crowd, a great turnout, and competitive bidding. Really, I put in the first opening bid, which was a vendor bid of $1 million, which is at the bottom end of our range, right from the start. And buyers just flew. I think we had about 4 people bidding for it, sold it for in excess of the reserve price. Very happy buyers and very happy sellers, and a great result for the street.
Now, the visual domain boys were out on the weekend with us filming some of those auctions. So you're going to see footage coming through straight at you directly from the auction, Philip. Well, not directly.
Not live from the auction, is it?
No,
because the auctions
we couldn't be doing both things
ago.
at the same time. Let's talk about Saturday at 2:30, Phil. We shot GPTV at this home, this beautiful home in O'Loughlin Street, Ormond.
If you're a buyer here today and you missed this one, it's going to be a long, cold winter as you go from open for inspection to open for inspection, saying,
I wish I could have bought that 12 O'Loughlin Street.
What a beautiful house.
and what a
that
great
was.
auction.
We held
Yeah.
that in the back garden, Gary, because it
You
had
did.
the most incredible back garden, swimming pool, alfresco area, in-ground trampoline,
Yeah.
barbecue, 2 street frontage,
Yeah.
great house, big crowd, and
crowd.
sold well. Are we allowed to disclose
We
the
can
price
disclose
there?
the price there, yeah.
1,560,000.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
bad.
that's
Not
not
bad. After
bad.
all those sales, not bad.
All silence, all done. At 1,560,000, I'll show you how close we are, sir. I'll take a $5,000 rise if that helps you play. $1,560,000. And you are allowed to smile at me, sir. It's just an auction.
Probably the most delightful vendors just about on the planet. that
And
we've
they were,
got to work
they
with.
were the
Yeah.
people that put on a 50th birthday. Oh, I've said the number.
thanks
A
for that.
50th birthday
For you.
celebration
Yeah.
for you a couple of weeks ago. And thanks again. They were the most wonderful people, wonderful
Yeah,
family.
beautiful home, great result. Good luck to them. After that, Phil, we were in Poplar Street in Caulfield Sth.
Yeah.
You did that auction. It was pretty popular,
Well,
wasn't it?
that really summarises the changing face of the Caulfield South market, because that was a single-fronted house,
Yep.
albeit beautifully
Semi-detached,
renovated,
right?
semi-detached,
Yeah.
beautifully renovated, and we sold that for a whisker under 900,000. It was 899,000. Another $1,000 we would have been at 900. Couldn't quite get there,
Good
but
auctioneer.
well above the reserve.
Good auctioneer could have got 900 for that, I
Probably,
reckon.
probably.
But you did your best
I did
anyway.
the
That's
best.
what counts. Let's talk a bit about on Sunday, Philip. I started the day off selling a unit in Anderson Street. That was really very popular and sold very, very well. But then we moved on to 13 St Aubins Avenue. How about that? Got some
if
footage of that.
Only we
Yeah.
could discuss the selling price there, Gary,
Yeah, we can't,
because
yeah.
we did sell it well in excess of the reserve
Yeah.
price. That was a seriously sexy house.
Yeah.
And we've
Hundreds
talked-
of thousands over reserve.
We've talked about
Yeah.
that house, and we talked about that being iconic 60s and 70s architecture, straight out of the Mad Men series, which
Yes.
I'm talking a lot about at the moment,
You
Gary,
are.
because I'm just in love with that series.
Yeah.
Like to think I'm the Don Draper of real estate. Having said that, he's tall, dark, and handsome, and I'm not really very tall, fair-skinned and red-headed, so
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure we have that much strong in common. But
Maybe
having
not.
said that, great house, sexy
Yeah.
house, and
Yeah.
sold it for hundreds of thousands of dollars over
reserve,
the
yeah.
reserve price, and a really well-contested auction.
Are we all finished? All silent, all done, going, sold, ladies and gentlemen. Please congratulate the new owners. And thank you for attending another Gary Peer and Associates auction.
Really well attended, busy, action-packed auction.
it was exciting.
So good to see. One of the other auctions that was exciting that we knew would be, and you conducted this one, Philip, 6 Oak Grove in St Kilda East. Talk to us about that one.
That was unbelievable, because that was an unrenovated, single-fronted house.
Yeah.
Before we congratulate somebody on the purchase of this house, I just want you to remember where you are. You are in the heart of St Kilda East, although the purist amongst us would call it Rip and Lee. This is a gorgeous place to live.
We were thinking $600,000 to $700,000 for that property. 700 was, I think, was the reserve on
It
the
was,
day.
yeah.
They probably would have sold for a bit less,
Yeah.
and it just flew all the way to $800,000. $100,000 over the reserve, almost 15% over the reserve. That's
And-
huge.
One last opportunity, sir. Are you definitely out? 800 the bid's there. Definitely out, sir. Anybody else holding back? Going to be sold now at $800,000. Once at 800. Twice at 800. Third and final call. All finished. All silent. All done. At $800,000. Get ready to congratulate the new owner. Going. Sold, ladies and gentlemen.
The reserve did go up because the interest was significant,
Yeah.
and the vendor
Yeah.
saw that and saw some of the other results, and they did move the reserve as they're entitled to, but certainly didn't deter anybody, did
No,
it?
it
Phil?
was great. It was very
Great
exciting.
home. We finished off the day, and it was a late day and a long day, and then I had to go to a wedding. That was fun on Sunday night.
Where was the wedding?
That was the life of the party. The zoo, actually, Phil.
Was it the
Yeah,
zoo,
it
was
the
it?
zoo, yeah.
Fantastic.
So congratulations to Danny R. Bibb, who got married. Danny and Sarah, or Sarah, I should say, R. Bibb, who got married on Sunday night. It was
At the
lovely.
zoo?
They did get married at the zoo.
Fantastic. Butterfly
It was great.
enclosure?
No, it wasn't the butterfly enclosure.
No.
It was some other enclosure. There were monkeys around us. Which
Really?
was good. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
it was
you used to
fantastic.
that?
No,
It's
just
like a day in the office.
It was like a day in the office. I felt very much at home there.
That was an amazing auction, Gary,
Yeah.
in Holroyd Avenue,
Yeah,
East St Kilda,
that's
which
right.
is a really gorgeous street, tree-lined
How
street.
many bidders did we have there? 4 or 5?
We had
Yeah.
4 bidders, and it went on and on and on. That was my
Yeah.
last auction for the day. Keep in mind, I'd done a 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30 auction.
All done. I'm looking at you and you're looking at me and I'm thinking, please bid. And you're probably thinking, oh, I might go out for coffee now.
Don't feel bad for me, sir. I've been working since 10:30 this morning.
Finished that auction
you
by the
should.
time
Yeah.
we actually did the post-auction negotiations.
Yeah.
Got home at 6:10 on Sunday night.
Yeah,
It was
that
a long, heroic, Herculean effort. I don't mind saying.
Congratulations to the buyer and the seller of that house. A lovely home that went really well. A big week, Philip. Lots of stuff going on out there in the real estate market. It's got a good feel, hasn't it?
Market's got a bounce, Gary.
Yeah,
there's no
buyers,
question.
there's
The reason I'm
bidders,
pumped up is
there's
because it's
competition.
exciting out there at the moment.
There's lots going on, and really, I mean, we saw this weekend again, lots of company. There were some properties where buyers, however, they were prepared to stop. They weren't going to go.
yeah.
You know, we had one in Payne Street. We didn't really talk about that, but it was a really competitive auction. But everybody was sort of going up in thousands, and people were prepared to just cut and run.
Yeah.
So we're not sure whether it's really going ahead, you know, at 100 miles an hour, but it is going ahead.
Still a market, Gary,
Yeah.
where we've actually still got to work properly, don't we?
We
Which is a
do,
great
we
shame.
do, and we've got to keep people informed as to what's going on in the real estate world. We'll continue to do that.
I think
on
that's a wrap
GPTV.
for this week, Gary.
It is. We're all out. We're out of here. We'll look forward to seeing you next week. A little bit of a late edition because of the long weekend, Phil, but we will look forward to bringing you the latest, the news, all the things that are going on GPTV. I'm Gary Peer.
I'm Philip Kingston. Have a fantastic week.
Bye for now.